A lot of brands would have a lot of consumer segmentation reports, kind of, trying to give different, attributes to a different archetypes of consumers. Oftentimes, these sort of archetypes or attributes are what we call attitudinal and emotional, which is not or cannot be easily or directly translated to the behavior. So that is the work needs to be done, with the brands, with the expert agency partners as well as Alibaba to actually see how the Alibaba behavioral data, be it purchase data, be it content browse data, video watching data, the preference data to be sort of, attributed or connected to those sort of, attitudinal or emotional attributes that the brands already have. So to give a sort of, better sense of what is the size of the consumer and what are the other insights or deeper insights that can be generated out of it, and then through the activation or the execution of testing, retesting, learnings, polishing, optimization, and eventually figure out what is actually the right set of consumer segments the brand should be focusing on. We have a very granular range data, so you can decide to break the data into different sort of basket. And then also it depends on category, because we are very aware, for baby category, probably it is meaningful to look at even 3 months or 6 months range. So we do that. So we structure our data as to provide that granularity of the data. But then if you ask me whether it makes sense to break 25 and 25 and half year, and I don't think that's relevant, right? So it also depends on the category that we feel relevant. So for the baby and then for the teenager, probably the range would be in a smaller granularity, and whereas in the adult range is probably bigger, but then we can break them into maybe married, not married, with kids, not with kids, and early retirement, or really so adult early retirement and aging population and such. So that is the age, right? Another dimension is geography, and that of course it actually can go as deep as anyone wants, right? But then I think again it's a matter of efficiency. You really probably don't want to see a county level. What brands want to do is, that geographic data can be reconciled into other sources of the data so that it can give meaningful references. So that we're working very, very hard. We cannot customize our data with individual brands or customers or clients, but we're trying to do this, structure that from a category perspective. So for instance, for beauty category, what we do is we understand how people or marketers used to look at the data. We look at functional segments, and then we would have a more granular functional segments based on the description, like detailed description in our system, as well as we look at the price tier. And then we also look at the country of origin, or actually the influence of origin. For instance, some consumers are more prone to Japan, Korea trends. Some are prone to US, Europe, and then some are more prone to kind of Chinese traditional medicine type of trends. And even we can look at natural. People are more prone to natural and organic, and then people are not, or care less about that. So these dimensions are actually taken into consideration as well in the data infrastructure.